Hello, 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 everybody. This is Linda, your Back in the Groove Again coach. I'm a career coach, and I'm having a little bit of fun today with my telephone. I don't really have a hat on my head, but I was able, and I'm not really wearing sunglasses, but what do you think of the look? I keep wanting to remove my hat, but I can't. Anyways, if anybody's watching me right now, say hi. What do you think of the look? I want to talk a little bit about people who work shift work today. As you know, I've been doing different lives about work. I keep wanting to remove my glasses, but I can't. This is so cool. So how is it going? How are you doing? Today I want to talk about shift work because I just picked up a coffee at the local gas station, and of course this man was working shift work. And it reminded me of when I used to work shift work, because I worked in a hospital. I shared in a few lives ago that I worked in a psychiatric hospital, and of course I was working part-time then, but I worked days and I worked afternoons and I worked nights. And you know, doing shift work is not what everybody wants to do. There are certain people that work night shift or that work shift work, like the gas stations. Hello, who's watching? Write your name in the chat box or give us a star or a like. Who's watching me right now? And I want to know, what do you think of my look? Can you type your name in the chat box? I'd love to know who's viewing me. Today I want to talk about shift work, and I want to thank everybody who does shift work, because it's not for everybody, right? Working afternoons is not for everybody. Working night shift is not for everybody. I remember when I worked in a psychiatric hospital, it was part of what I needed to do. I had to work afternoons, which was 3:30 to 11:30, and I had to work nights, which was 11:30 to 7:30 in the morning. And so, you know, sometimes we have to do different shifts at work because that's part of our work environment. You know, if you work in a retail store, you will have to do shifts. Now, you won't have to do night shifts unless you work in a warehouse, more than likely. But you'll have to work on afternoon shift, which is usually till 9 or 10 or 11, depending on the store, depending on what time. I'm going to remove this now. Oh, maybe I should. I think this one is better. All right. I had some fun with that. So, you know, when you're looking for work, you want to make sure that the hours are hours that you're prepared to work. Now, you know, when you're younger, or if this is your first job, you might not have a choice but to take in, hi, you just missed something funny. Let me try that again. What do you think of this one? Or, what do you think? Now, I can have all sorts of different types of backgrounds. I had no idea. So I'm just playing around. Who's watching me right now? Who's viewing me? I'm curious to know if you work night shift or if you work afternoon shift. Let me know. Type it in the chat box. Oh God. I hope I didn't end the live. Are you still there? Excellent. So do you work night shift? Do you work afternoon shift? Or do you work straight days? Tell me. I remember when I used to work afternoons and nights, and I didn't really like it, but it was part of my job, right? I needed to go to work in a hospital, and hospitals are different day shifts. So, you know, when you start looking at environments that you want to work in, that might be part of what you do is to, before you start applying for jobs, you might want to find out what are their hours. And if their hours are till 10 o'clock at night, or if their hours are, you have to work afternoons, it's nice to know that ahead of time so it's not too much of a shock. And so make sure that if you're planning on sending out resumes, that you check out what their regular working hours are, because you definitely want to make sure that you're able to work those hours and not call in sick or ask for days off, because that's not going to be a very good impression with the employer. The other thing that I want to say too is, some people really love working afternoon shifts, or maybe even prefer working a night shift because of their family situation, for example. So if that's the case, if you really like to work, or if you don't mind working shift work, then when you start identifying employers, you want to keep that in mind, because not everybody likes to work a 9-to-5 job. Some people like to work afternoons. Some people like that flexibility where they can work, different shifts. So keep that in mind when you start identifying potential employers, is what are their hours, and will they be flexible in terms of your work hours? Could they be flexible in terms of your work hours? You want to keep that in mind as well. So this is Linda, your Back in the Groove Again coach, and I was just having a little bit of fun here, and I'm going to continue that with some more. There, this is a butterfly one. I wonder what this is going to look like. Let's see. Oh, wow, that's cute. I like this one too. What do you think of that one? This is Linda, your Back in the Groove Again coach, just having a little bit of fun with my phone and all the different types of backgrounds we can have. Signing out. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and appreciate the people who are out there working different shifts, because they are working very hard as well to make our life easier. Bye now. Have a great day and a good weekend.